Having a large and extended family means that sometimes it can be difficult to stay connected. The one thing that we can count on to bring us together is food, shared around our table, which serves to remind us of our Moldovan heritage. For our family, it's not just food, but something we all share and ties us together despite the very different lives we now lead. Every birthday, holiday, or special occasion is an excuse to bring out the pots and pans and put a feast together. Meals are an important time to connect, share stories, and remember how life was before. It's also a very special way to share our culture and heritage with one another so we never forget. Some traditional foods include borscht, which has its roots in Russia and Ukraine, and mamaliga, which is like a soft cornbread which has its roots in Romania. Different types of salads and homemade bread can be found at almost every meal. Another popular dish is sarmale, which is rice, vegetable, and meat mixture wrapped in cabbage leaves and then boiled. Desserts include many different types of cakes, as well as crepes or clatite. These can be filled with a variety of jams and cheeses. My favorite are my aunt's cookies canafir or roses, which are made to resemble real roses.
Put that on there. It's gonna be like a surprise in their mouth. Yeah. Just put strawberries on the outside. We're cheating them.
The time spent together is most important to us. In the video, my sisters Christina and Rachel are making a ruleta, a fruit and cream-filled dessert which my cousin Diana taught them to make. This is a great way to connect with our extended family by learning to make Moldovan food together. But we also adopted some American traditions as well, such as filling Easter eggs and then letting the kids loose. In this way, we strike a balance between our lives now and our heritage that must not be lost. According to the CIA World Factbook, Moldova is a country located in Eastern Europe between Romania and Ukraine. The country, approximately the size of Maryland, gained its independence in 1991 from the Soviet Union, but today is considered one of the poorest nations in Europe. It was in this tiny country, and in an even tinier village, Sângere, that I was born approximately 1 year after independence. This landlocked country boasts moderate winters and warm summers and rolling hills of arable land. Despite its natural resources, corruption and joblessness have led many of the country's youth to flee Moldova to surrounding countries in search of jobs and money. According to the Eurodialogue website, 1/4 of the country's 4 million people have already left Moldova. This is not surprising since the average monthly wage comes to about $206, and yet expenses are extremely high. Only the elderly and children have remained behind. In November of last year, my sister and I visited Moldova for 3 weeks to attend our cousin's wedding. We were able to observe with our own eyes the traditions, food, stories, and poverty that make up the country of our birth. For example, a couple years ago, my uncle was injured while working as an electrician. He no longer has a job and he does not receive any workers' compensation. His wife receives around $100 a month while cleaning a bank. Their family of 3 people has to survive on $100 a month. Food prices are a little bit cheaper than here, while clothes seem more expensive. There are no such things as sales, but people learn to bargain. They also raise livestock and plant gardens to supplement their incomes. Most have cows for milking and raise pigs, goats, geese, ducks, and chickens. While we were in Moldova, my sister said she wanted to milk a cow. A couple of days before we left, she got her wish. Our friends there thought it was funny that she was so excited about milking a cow. For them, it was very normal and routine. Moldovans also plant large vegetable gardens with vegetables such as garlic, potatoes, onions, carrots, beans, tomatoes, cucumbers, cabbage, watermelon, cantaloupe, corn, and pumpkins. Cucumbers, tomatoes, cabbage, and even watermelons are pickled and stored for winter in a biesh, which is like an underground cellar with walls made out of rock, so everything is kept cool throughout the whole year. Fruit trees such as apple, cherry, apricot, plum, and peach exist in abundance in Moldovan backyards. These fruits, as well as strawberries and raspberries, are made into compote by boiling water, sugar, and the fruits together and are then poured into glass jars and sealed up for the winter. This is one of my favorite things about Moldova. Despite being so poor, Moldova is becoming more and more modernized. My cousin works as a chef in a pizza restaurant. In Moldova, pizza would be considered fine fare instead of a greasy pie. We tried some and it was very delicious since the ingredients used are fresh. Going back to Moldova was an eye-opening experience. We learned so much about ourselves, about our family, and about our culture. I will continue to share these memories and Moldovan food with my family so that our heritage is never lost to us.